Hi, how's it going? This is my video log for March 16th, 7/14, Sunday, 2025. Today I went to the Snowbahn Sports Center to do big jump for the first time with the Enduro bike. It was 30 minutes from my house. 30 minutes, 18 seconds to be exact. Hit start when I left the parking lot and hit stop after I parked. So, guess I could have done it in under half hour. I followed the directions that Google Maps gave me, and I got off of the exit after Superior, and then next thing I know, I'm on the Pay Toll Road. Speed limit 75 miles an hour, everybody going 80. I'm not used to going that fast. Yeah, it tore my bike off of the rack in the back. Off of the strap. It has these like really like thick rubber straps, and it wiggled and took it off of there. And I had another rubber strap, but I don't think I had it fortified with a lock. So it was kind of dumb. Yeah, so when I go out there again, I'm going to fortify it with like a strap. Like a an actual strap. Yeah, I'll even go into McGuckin's tomorrow, I guess, or maybe now. Yeah, maybe I should just do it now, just to buy a bunch of like the shortest straps I can get, like the strong ones. And then you can strap all those bikes all up you need, so you never have to worry about them wiggling free, because I plan on using those bikes a lot on the rack, like putting 3 bikes on it a lot. You know, the Enduro, the dirt jumper, and then like a hardtail, or like an actual mountain bike to do mountain biking on the trails in Golden when I go there. Because that's got some good mountain biking I want to do in the area. Yeah, and the strap came off the bottom of the car, so I guess I have to retighten that, both of the straps. Like they have a strap holding from the rack, holding on the trunk, but then the one going to the bottom came off. So it just needs to be retightened every time. Yeah. So I think that's what I'll do. Go into McGuckin's and get some straps if they're still open at 7:17. McGuckin's hours. They've been closed for an hour and 17 minutes. But that don't matter none, because you got Home Depot. Home Depot hours. Okay, here's what I found. Home Depot closed 8. I only have 43 minutes go there. Maybe I should go there now. And get strappy woes just for the racky woe. Yeah, so like yesterday I did my vlog like in the morning or whatever. I spent all day long trying to set up bike stuff. And then I was going to fix the dropper post, and I was watching too many videos about the bikes that I got, because I've been buying so many different types of bikes, right? I'm watching the videos on the bikes that I bought. Like yesterday, I bought because I went into the store, I was going all over the place. Like first, I've been sleeping late, like a motherfucker. Like I get up at like 11. I sleep in as long as I can, and like too long, out of laziness, and because I'm up in the night. But yesterday I'm going around all, first I got the YT Dirt Jumper bike without the wheels, so I have to go into the bike shop and get them at Fixie Bike Shop tomorrow, see if they have wheels, and they help me out. That'd be awesome if they can. And then help me out with this thing with my Enduro bike. There's something wrong with the way the forks are lashed. Like the front wheel's really wiggly, and it rubs really bad, and the little bolt doesn't tighten. Yeah, I want to make sure I have all the bits and pieces for that. Ask those guys. Yeah, and then so I went to Community Bikes twice, because I went there the second time to see if they had, like, I think it was a dropper post or something. And anyway, I look over and I see that they have the one-speed road bike from Critical Cycles with the, like, Track Pursuit handlebars. At least they used to have those handlebars for Track Pursuit in '84. I don't know if it's still. But, yeah, it's like it has like teardrop arrow rims, and it's like this funky green color, like perfectly clean new. And it was for $200, and I'm like, oh, I got to have that because that's a new kind of bike. And then I realized after I got it, because I'm not even familiar with the world, that you can flip the tire around and turn it from a one-speed to a fixie, like a track bike where you have to pedal. That's what that's for. That cog on the other end. So you can pedal backward on this one, but not if I flip it in. I have these dirt jumper pedals for it. I don't know if that's what I want, but because I got this bike thinking it was a dirt jumper. It's my single-speed mountain bike. I have a single-speed mountain bike and a single-speed road bike. It has those funky handlebars and like, yeah, all of the like brand new paint job, like light green, and I just was like, oh man, $200. So I went into Snowbahn today. I called him when I got up because I only found out about him yesterday. Like Googling yesterday, I'm like, because I was worried. I'm like, fuck, how am I going to learn how to do these goddamn dirt jumps? Because you have to progress up to them, but my learning curve has to be like fast because they're gonna probably meet me in a couple of weeks to make sure my mountain biking's good enough. And I think I have to be better than all the kids, so I have to do all the big stuff. And so I was like, shit. So I looked on the internet and I was like, is there any place where you could just jump onto an airbag? And luckily there was. And it was in South Denver, but then a year ago last week, they opened up the Snowbahn in North Glen, which is North Denver, which is only, a half hour from my house. Got there in a half hour. So, oh yeah, and I came back there and back on the toll road, but my mom said she already had like money on account in the toll road for some reason, so I don't have to pay for it, and she pays for it, so that's cool, because it's like attached to my car that she gave me, so that's cool. Because if you take the toll road there, dude, you get there in a half hour on like no lights. You're just sitting there driving for like a half hour. You're going 80 miles an hour, but yeah, it's chill. And half hour is not that far, but so I found out about that place. I asked ChatGTP, and they mentioned some other place, but it was trampolines. So I called them this morning. I'm like, do you guys have the one, with the bike? And they're like, yeah. And I even saw it on a YouTube video yesterday. Some dude went there, the one in North Glen with the bike. And so I'm like, how much? And she's like, yeah, 20 an hour. So I went in there, and the guy said 20 an hour, 30 for an hour, 2 hours, and 35 for 3 hours. So I paid him 35 for 3 hours from 2 to 5. And or you could get a month membership for $80 a month. But that place is mainly for, and I hope they stay in business, but a place like that is mainly for people who need to get warmed up. Well, actually, they've got they have another cool thing where you jump off of this like roof high thing. It was actually a lot higher than it looked when I was looking at it, onto an airbag. And yeah, I got kind of in trouble because you're supposed to yell jumping before you jump onto the airbag, because other people find, like, place has only been open for a year, so it's like I don't think they figured out their like rules and regulations yet. You can still jump with earphones on, and but anyway, I did that one a couple times. But And then they have like 4 ski tracks of different that you can ski down. I know, I'd love to try that. Indoor ski tracks on the revolver, the thing that moves like that. Yeah, pretty crazy. And yeah, so that was cool. I stopped doing it with. I still had like 15 minutes to go when I stopped because I wanted to chill out the other in the facility. That's when I did the jump, but yeah, I did it. I was going up and down, up and down. I did it a bunch of times, maybe 50 times. So I'll show you the jump. So this is the bike jump over at E-Bomb or Snowbahn. So I set up the camera over at the top of the rack of the track. And yeah, because I saw this other dude do it. And here I go. This is me in the red helmet. That's me coming back. You see me coming back on the bike? That's me. And then here we go. Woo! Yeah, and when I went there the first time, yeah, I didn't even wait. I hiked the bike up and I just dropped it without even thinking. Because I was like, I can't get hurt because I'll just don't use the brakes, you know. Let the bike and the momentum, because they designed the thing. The momentum will take me over the thing, and then if you fall over, whatever you fall over, you're not gonna get hurt. Just do it. So as I was going down, and then I was like, holy shit, I am doing it. Oh my god, I am doing it. Kind of a thing. Just hold on. Yeah, and then I went up, and this one was. I had some sketchier ones than this. 2 of them where I had to put my foot out. Because I was dead sailing, you know, I'm not used to being in air. That's another thing. This can work out your dead sailor. Get you from stop drifting in the air, you know. Have control over your air time. And actually also control over like where you're going to land. Like that was like, as you can see, the shock kicks you out. And it knocks the back up, and so you naturally come down like that on the other side, that's why those are designed that way. But like I needed to practice where I know how to land flat and land on my back and all that kind of stuff, and I was doing a little bit of that. But some of them I was landing way forward. But yeah, I was practicing like by stopping midair and then going backward and then just repeating this one over and over again. But yeah, that's the jump. I actually make it look kind of easy. But the thing is, yeah, the thing is that that thing's like 8 feet high or something, and it's 60 degrees, and so the trick jump over at Valmont Park is 66 degrees, steeper than that and taller. It's like one level up. You have to hit it at a faster speed, but it's basically the same principle. So if I can get speed for that and do a bunch of, then I could hit the trick jump, and also. But the main jump, the expert line over at Valmont. See, there's another one that I didn't film. Maybe I should have, but that was just right next to that. I wonder if any of the jumps show up on it. Yeah, they do. So on this one, it has 4 of these that you could do. These ones I was doing. And these ones, even those ones I was like apprehensive about. And so now it's like ridiculous to be apprehensive about those. I can roll right over those. In fact, I have trouble getting air on those because it's a heavy ass bike and I'm heavy, so you have to hit those. I have to hit those like really fast. Like I have to sprint into them, and I wasn't sprinting into them fast enough. And I was trying to bunny hop over them, and I should have filmed myself. But but now I can hit this one no problem. And so now I should be. And the big kickers that I was afraid of are just that size. So now it's like, oh, are you fucking kidding me? I'm there. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think I completely killed the fear on the big drop on the right, the one that goes to the wooden jump, which I'm not going to do. But you drop down and then you do one of those kickers, yeah. And I'm totally not afraid of that anymore at all. And that's what I needed. I needed to be like, okay, I need to be able to hit those wall jumps like it ain't no business, ain't nothing. And now I can. So, and even the bigger. So, hopefully the calibration I did today, it was like 3 hours worth of constant. I did take a little bit in the middle to have a pizza there and a Gatorade, but Yeah, maybe like 50 of those times, but 50 times I did that thing, like a bunch of times. I should have counted. I remember doing the Strava, but I looked at the Strava and it was like all over the place. It was kind of hard to tell if it was because that was one of the times I went to the bathroom, if it was just a wonky lap. So yeah, you can't do Strava in little loops like that's like Stravaing your swim with a satellite. But probably about the same distance, 50 meters from one end to the other. That takes about a minute to do a lap. So that'd be cool to make like a 10 lap Strava or something, 100 lap Strava on that. So today was a success. Then I went back to my mom's house and hung out with her. We watched the news in 60 minutes and she made me dinner. So, and now it's getting kind of dark. So, yeah, I'm glad the bike didn't fall off. I think I'm going to go and over to Home Depot now, actually. And get a bunch of these short ass straps, like 2 foot, 1 foot strap, like a bunch. I can use them for other stuff too, like strapping my foot when I do sit-ups. Hopefully I'll start doing that soon. Because I was using them before and then I found them, but then maybe I don't know where they are. So just to have extra ones laying around, because I really need them for the bike. Like I don't know what else I could use, and I don't need to be taking any chances. Because if my Enduro bike fell off my car at 80 miles an hour, dude, it'd be fucked. I'd have to get a whole new Enduro bike. I couldn't trust that thing. I saw a YouTube video last night and this morning of a dude who GoPro'd himself doing a downhill race, and he did a drop off that wasn't even that big, and his bike snapped in half when he landed, and he got knocked unconscious, and you could hear the whole, like, him going, you know, and then he wakes up, and he's like, I can't see, the dirt's in my eyes, and the bone stuck through his hand, and it's like, Jesus Christ. So, and that happened to my brother, dude. My brother went motorbiking in Moab, and on the way back, his motorcycle fell off the back of his truck at full speed. Oh, God. And probably costed him a whole lot of money to get that fixed. That was a motorbike that I sold him, a Kawasaki 450, KLX 450. No, KLX 400. Yeah, anyway, yeah, dude, since I'm becoming Mr. Dirt Biker, and I'm not allowed to park in the basement anymore, because in fact, I never should have parked in the basement. Now I'm embarrassed. Because now I'm the bad guy. Now I'm like the inconsiderate guy in the building. Because I was like, every time I start my car, all this fucking white smoke comes out. And then I go to the store, and I thought I was in the clear because I'd usually only drive my car at night. But when I come back from the store, like there's still a cloud of white smoke in the basement. And I'm like, oh God, what an idiot. So I got kicked out. So now I can use my garage to park, like, you know, motorcycles, a whole bunch of bikes down there that hopefully people won't steal. Like I wouldn't put my old vintage Klein down there because the paint job's too cool. But it looks just the same paint job as my time trial bike. But I would put my old vintage stump jumper down there, my nice ass brand new 1-speed commuter. I would put my geared road commuter down there. Yeah, and then I think my house can absorb the rest of the bikes. I have my recliner down there too. But to get a motorcycle, it's like, now I'm like, fuck, man, I should get another motorbike. Now that I'm Mr. Biker, because a motorbike's a type of bike. And there's some really like challenging motorcycling around here. Like there's this gulch called Buffalo Gulch, I think it's called, where you go up 4 Mile Canyon to the end to where Switzerland Trail is, and then you go up a special gully, like this steep ass gully that I don't even know if I've mountain biked down. I probably mountain biked down it once when I was in high school. Steep as shit, dude. Steep to mountain bike down. But yeah, I went up that in my motorcycle. That was fun. Hard. You need muscles. Like, I don't know if I'm even strong enough to do that now, but so that'd be fun to get another bike and do that. But I mean, this is in the future. I'm way in the future. I'm not gonna I don't need to use up my whole HELOC loan. Maybe I could get another HELOC loan. Because the thing is, paying your bills on time with your HELOC loan increases your credit, which makes it so you can get an even bigger HELOC loan for the same price or less, you know? And then you can worry about paying off that HELOC loan after, whenever you get around to it. That's a good excuse to not get harassed by people who want stuff from you. You know, like, let's go out. It's like, bitch, I don't have fucking money. How come? Well, look at my debts. Look, I'm $40,000 in debt. All right. So, but I need a roommate. But yeah, not yet though. I need to settle into what I'm doing. So, thinking about getting weed, because when you go to Home Depot or Safeway, they go, "Do you want cash back?" And on the way from here to Home Depot, there's like 3 dispensaries all in the same like area. And I'm like, ooh. Because my house, I'm still kind of in the midst. I got $10 of weed. I think it was day before yesterday. And yeah, that gets you baked. And then I went and snipped more weed off of my plant. Even weed that my plant, I totally harvested a plant, took everything off it, thought it was dead. And then it grew back a couple more buds, and they weren't even completely grown back, but I chopped them off the plant last night. I maybe shouldn't have done that because I should have seen how that bud, if those buds were going to get nice and big. But yeah, that's a new trick I learned. Harvesting weed is like, don't kill your plants. Don't when you chop everything off your plant, don't take the stem out of the ground. Just leave the stem, because the stem will keep sprouting buds. Yeah, maybe the next buds will be better. But anyway, yeah, there's one dude, this one older guy, this other old dude was in there doing it. I saw another old dude from a distance, but dude, there's like way more 50-year-olds dirt jumping bikes and mountain biking now than like 30 years ago. 30 years ago, being a 50-year-old meant that you were this stodgy curmudgeon who didn't do anything and you just didn't talk to. And now they're like, brah. And I even saw this little kid. He was like 8. And he's like, "Oh, that's not so scary, brah." It's funny. Because I'm going to be hanging out with some kids this summer. This is my job. I'm a bicycle. I got the job over at the Golden Bike Park as the bike jump instructor, and that's why I have to fucking learn this stuff. And yeah, I saw this one kid at the top. I thought he was like one of these badass kids on a bike, because when I see a 15-year-old kid carrying around a dirt jumper, I'm like, oh wow, that kid can probably do a backflip, because the last kid I saw was doing a backflip. And I do it, and I come up, and the kid's like, "How did you do that?" And I looked at him. He was serious. He was like scared to do it. I was like, so I go, "Just hit it with speed. Don't use the brakes. Just hit it with speed, and you're gonna be fine." That's what I did. So yeah, then I saw him do it, and he did it fine. He did better than I did. He launched it and landed both feet at the wheels at the same time. Like like if you want to be a dirt jumper and you're afraid of those like wall-looking jumps, the first thing you need to do is go to Snowbahn. You need to do a big jump into an airbag. Like the airbag is like 8 feet deep, goes to the ground. Because it's just not scary. I mean, you know that there's an airbag. You've seen people wipe out, you know, the kids with the skateboards landing on their back and stuff, and so you know you're not going to get hurt. So you're just like, fuck it, you have to, and you go down the ramp. It wasn't scary for me at all. It would have been terrifying to do it like on the dirt, but you go down the ramp and, you know, don't hold on to the brakes, and it all works out. You know, you launch and you go, and it looks like that beautiful little jump I did. Makes it look easy. But doing that at a dirt's totally different. So pretty much, it's like a godsend, you know. So tomorrow what I'm going to do is the Erie. The Berthoud Bike Park, because I was looking at it on YouTube. Like, luckily for me, some of the very best dirt jumper tutorial videos are filmed right here, like in Boulder. Like all these different channels. There's like all these like huge channels, YouTube mountain bike channels that are right here. yeah, like these guys were doing this badass jumps over in the Erie Bike Park. I'm gonna want to go there. I need to make sure that my bike is squared away though. The front wheel is really wiggly because the little screwy thing, I couldn't even get it tight, and I don't even know if I have the right bits. Maybe get some more bits. I'm gonna talk to the guys at the bike shop tomorrow, and hopefully that'll stop the wheel from rubbing, because I can't get that the front wheel to go around more than once. Like when I manually like try to spin it, it's like and stops. It's like hardcore brake rub, and it totally slows me down, fucks up my jumping. And then it slows my wheel down when I'm in the air, so I can't use my wheel as a gyroscope, because it's basically not even moving by the time I'm landing. So that's not good. Because like I was trying some tricks. I was trying to turn the handlebar to the right, and I did that a couple times, but it's hard to remember when you're trying to not crash. And then trying to move the bike over, but like if I do that even the slightest, my feet clipped out. I was using clipless pedals clipping in, and like the setting is way too loose. And like one of the times I had to set my foot down, land with my foot down, was because it came unclipped, because I tried to do one of those like twisties. And when I talked to the guy when I first been in there, he's like, if you're gonna land sideways, don't put your foot out. Just crash on your side, because it won't hurt, and that's way better, because you can get a compound fracture on that. And I was like, really? And that's actually not true. You have to, maybe if you land wrong and you're not paying attention, but I would stick my leg out to stop from crashing. But I don't know, and I would probably do that like instinctually if I was over dirt, and maybe I could get a compound fracture that way, but it'd be better than breaking my shoulder, you know. But but yeah, I mean, I was spending enough time in the air to try to figure out the air a little bit. But like staying in there for more than 3 hours in a day is too much. It'll wear you out, wear your nerves out, wear your balance out. You'll start to not do as well. And it's tiring as hell. Like I was sweating like a pig the whole time. Like I was looking down, there'd be piles of sweat. And kids were looking at me like, are you okay, dude? You know, because I was like sweat pouring down. Because I drank a little bit of alcohol last night, $5 worth, and I would like look at the top of the rack, I mean of the ramp where you launch from, and I'd see all these water droplets on the floor, like knowing that was me. That was my sweat, and I'm coming back on the way back, and I'm all the water droplets along the way, and I'm like, yep, that's me, sweating on the floor, all over the place. But yeah, I was like feeling sick and tired and weak and everything. I'm doing this dirt jumping stuff, and I'm not even in physical healthy yet. Yeah, it was nice to have that there. Yeah, so tomorrow it's birthday because, you know, it's not that far. Oh God, it could be just as far away as E-Bomb, but I keep calling it E-Bomb, Snowbahn, but it has these like steep wooden ramp jumps to get to the other side, and I want to practice those ones, like in a line. Yeah, and I want to practice those guys first, and then try to go over the boulder. But I bet you I could work up to it pretty quickly. Man, I just got like a tired pang. Like I might sleep well tonight because of the tired. I actually got tired. I forgot to start my Strava until I was doing it for a little bit, but the Strava registered me covering 4.17 miles. So back and forth, enough laps in the time that I did the Strava to 1.7 to do 4.2 miles or something like that. So anyway, getting groggy. Yeah, so, but actually tomorrow I'm going to go and try to get this dirt jumper fixed, so I might just go to the Boulder. Yeah, bike park, and I might be able to graduate to those big ones. I'd like to do the big dirt trick jump, but I'm going to see how those dirt jumpers work, because maybe they're easier. I think they're easier than the Enduro. It's just hard to pump over those, keep speed, and pump over those jumps with the Enduro, because it's so squishy, you know. And so for one of these little hardtail, extra ultra light dirt jumpers, you know, with the seat crazy low and the 100mm travel fork, you know, that might be what I need. So looking forward to that big time. I feel like I forgot to say something, but I'm like so groggy. I like want to take a nap right now. So that's what I'm doing gradually. Oh, and then there's this other old guy in there. Trying to give me pointers. He said that I got better since the beginning, I figured it out. But he was telling me not to, like, you have to stand up when you jump, and like I wasn't standing or something, so I don't know. And not to like load it so much when you're jumping, because then it unloads as you go over the lip, and that's what launches the back up, their back end up. But with these jumps where you're trying to jump up one side, land on the other, the back end is steep, so you kind of want to be like that. So, anyways, that's my first day. Tomorrow, yeah, if I can get that dirt jumper fixed and run it rolling and doing great, that'll be awesome. And then, yeah, if I can do some jumping, and progress, level it up, that would be cool. I don't see any reason why not. I'm excited for tomorrow because I'm not afraid of those other big ones as I was, and I could probably hit it. So, anyways, that's my vlog for the day. I think I'm going to take a nap and then go into the store. Maybe I'll just go in there tomorrow, but that would be fun to smoke weed one last day, one more day. I'm not ready to give up the weed because I've just been spending so much money. It's like if I'm spending a fuck ton of money. I spent like $35 filling my tank today. I spent $35 on Snowbahn, and then another like $16 on a pizza and a Gatorade. So it's like, fuck it. Now I'm gonna buy some straps. Why in the hell not get some weed, But I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, enough talking. Talk to you tomorrow.